International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Or should I say Dean Olsen, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs, compete for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick.
The league a couple years ago, Mike, as one of the best quarterback prospects we've seen really in the last decade. And it's easy to see why when you put on the tape, right? His physical skills, his arm strength, they jump out at you. But now, if he's ever going to reach that full potential, he has to start placing an emphasis on protecting the ball. Get rid of the bad. There's so much good in his game. Don't let it be overshadowed. That's been the biggest knock of his career. And if he can change that, the sky is the limit.
He'll let one go deep for Kirk.
Nothing scarier for a quarterback, Mike, than to seeing that ball popped up in the air. It feels like that ball is in the air for an eternity, and all you hope is that it just harmlessly falls to the ground, and fortunately for the offense, that's exactly what it did.
And he's going to have a Jags first down. He has it by plenty. They keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches. They'll run it once more with ETN. Yeah! And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's the former Bill, Gabe Davis. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Davis with a nice first down grab, and he's really developed into a good receiver, especially these last few seasons, going over 700 yards in each of the previous 2. That level of consistency is one of the main reasons why the Jaguars made it a priority to go out and sign him in free agency.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lawrence gives this one to ETN. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. Give him 13 on that screen play, and a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he's going to be taken down.
Well, if this opening drive is any indication of how the rest of this game's going to go, it seems this offense is going to be pretty content keeping the ball on the ground. A lot of success here early. Now it sets up 1st and goal.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. He won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
The term generational talent, Mike, it gets thrown around. I feel a little bit too loosely these days, but you could argue if there's one guy worthy of that.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
He might have a new name on the back of his uniform. Remember, Mike, back in July, he went from Allen to wanting to be referred to by Hines Allen. But with all that being said, he is still the same dynamic pass rusher he has always been, and he is a handful for any offensive line, and this time, he gets in there for a sack.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Now, a deep shot for Allen. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
The Jags offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They'll give it to Etienne to start this drive. And he'll be brought down at the 45. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Etienne. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. Across the 50 to the 48. On the handoff, it's Etienne. Not a whole lot there as he'll work it down to the 46. T.J. Edwards there on the stop. They face second down and 7. On the give, it's Etienne. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Third and a yard. He'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
We on that right side here for first and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Second down and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Etienne. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close. So they come to the line for first down and 10. This run straight ahead for Etienne. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Christian Kirk. And it's going to bring up a third down. Davis heading in motion. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jaguars. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. DeAndre Carter on the return. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. The Bears offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. Now the former Eagle and Lion who's back in the NFC North, it's DeAndre Swift. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. it turns into a loss of yardage.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
That's to the longtime Charger. It's Keenan Allen. To the 20. And he will go all the way. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chicago.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Oh, yeah. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Travis Etienne and the Jaguar offense ready to get back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
First and 10. Now a handoff. Etienne. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's Etienne. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Third and 6. Here's Lawrence. That one on target to Davis. He's got it. 11 yards on the pass there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to London, England after this. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now here's Lawrence. That is hauled in at the 5.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Etienne. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They put Strange in motion. They'll run for it with ETN. And he's going to have a Jags, and he's going to have the Chargers. They'll run it here with ETN. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Little on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Carter on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The veteran Keenan Allen and the rest of the Bears offense heading out to take over once again. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
They hook up again, second time on this drive, and this one's good for 18 yards and a first down.
And as we see Rome Odunze come up with a nice completion, Mike, let's remember, he's only one of 2 guys to rank in the top 10 of college football in receiving yards each of the last 2 seasons. I mean, production, the ability to compete, high point the ball. I mean, those are all boxes that Odunze checks, and everyone around this Chicago Bears organization, they couldn't have been happier with the way this draft fell, and they think they have a superstar in the making here at wide receiver.
And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Bears. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. A first down throw for Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the veteran safety, Kevin Byard.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered, and that is how this first quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Pass is caught, that's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Now, this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
3rd and real long. This is where your defensive line has to come to life. They decided to keep extra blockers in the backfield, but it didn't matter. They were able to bring him down for a sack and brings up 4th down.
The Bears sending out their punt team as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Jaguars offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. He'll manage only a couple. Jack Sanborn on the stop. Second down, Lawrence. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Gabe Davis, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
ETN now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
On the ground, here's ETN. He'll get 4 and down inside the 20-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Got his man at the 6. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Lawrence to throw for it on 4th down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He's up close to the 20.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run here with Swift. He fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
The size, the speed, and the strength of this defensive tackle was on full display, Mike. He defeats the block, strikes the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. He's able to bring him down, keep it to no gain.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's Williams. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. It's second down. On the ground, it's Swift. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
And for the second straight offseason, it's kind of hard to believe Mike Swift kind of finds himself in a new place every year. This time it's with Chicago. Just a year ago, over 1,000 yards rushing, and he's going to be looking to build off that last year's success.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. Second and 9. They'll run here. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
On second down, it's Williams. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Big play coming up. This is third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Ogunze. 11 yards on the connection there. First down, Chicago. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his man Carter. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do, because we know we need to finish this off with 6 if we can. And now being 1st and goal is going to go a long way in allowing that to be possible.
A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time, they try Swift. And this time he will work his way into the end zone. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive that starts with 1st down. Not much there, maybe a yard. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this complete over the middle with Kirk. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Another really nice throw right there, and as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll run. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to have the Jaguars 1st down. They get it easily. It was 4th and 1, and the pickup was 5.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd down, 8 for the 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Now, Etienne. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Etienne. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down. Etienne. He is down at the 14, but will have the 1st down. Bigsby. Crazy. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They'll look to run. It's Etienne. Powering forward. He's in. Travis Etienne, touchdown Jaguars. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold.
Oh, and a crusher there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Throwing now on 3rd and long. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were 1 stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.